So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Myself Archishman here. We are back with a new plant tissue video. So as we are doing revision part of our class 9 CBSE part of English medium, so we are doing a revision part of plant tissue. Now what is a plant tissue? Obviously the plant tissue will present in a plant. So let's just go in the first topic, that plant tissue is divided into two parts. So what are those two parts? First one is meristematic and second one is permanent. So in the meristematic part and permanent. So in the meristematic parts, meristematic tissue is also divided into three parts. What are those? First one is our apical, second one is our intercalary, and third one is lateral. And permanent is divided into two parts, simple and complex. Simple and complex. And simple is also divided into three parts, parenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, and complex is divided into two parts, xylem and phloem. And xylem phloem has four components. So these are the things we are going to discuss in today's video. So let's just jump into the matter of meristematic tissue. What is meristematic tissue? Meristematic tissue is a type of tissue present in plants. So it's a plant tissue, type of plant tissue present in plants, not in animals. Okay, so you guys know what is tissue, right? Tissue are a group of cells performing a specific function. This is the definition of tissue. So next is, first is apical meristematic tissue. So what is apical meristematic tissue? Apical meristematic tissue is capable of division and growth. So if it is capable of division and growth, then let's give a bullet and say capable of division. And then what does that mean? It is living. If it can cell division takes place, capable division means what? Cell division. So if cell division takes place, that is living. And where it is found, apical meristem is found in the tip regions of a stem and a root. A shoot system and a root system. So it would be tip region. So function where it is found, apical meristematic tissue. Now we come to the part of our intercalary meristematic tissue. Intercalary meristematic tissue, it is found in between mature tissue. Means mature tissue means what? Permanent tissue. If a tissue gets mature, it gets permanent. That means it gets dead. Permanent tissue is not capable of cell division. Remember this point. Same example you can give sclerenchyma tissue. Sclerenchyma tissues are not capable of division. That means they are dead. Found between permanent tissue. And one thing in the add in the apical meristem, it is primary growth. Primary growth. Next one is our, let's get back to our intercalary meristematic tissue. So it is develops in between mature or permanent tissue. Now in the lateral tissue part, it is found in it is found in the stem part and helps in secondary growth. Secondary growth, and it also helps in, it is secondary growth, it also helps in parallel division, means parallel growth, the width of a plant. The width of a plant. So this was meristematic tissue. It's all about divisions and all. Now let's get back to simple permanent tissue. Now simple permanent tissue means what? They are permanent. They are not living. Permanent means was not capable of division. Now in case of parenchyma tissue, parenchyma is also divided into two types. Now what are those two types? First one is CHLO chlorenchyma. By the name chlorenchyma, don't get confused between chlorenchyma and cholenchyma. Cholenchyma is a part of simple permanent tissue, and permanent parenchyma is a part of chlorenchyma is a part of parenchyma tissue. Okay, and chlorenchyma and erenchyma. So chlorenchyma, why the term chlorine? The chlorophyll term is coming. That means what? The type of tissue, and these two are also called modified parenchyma. Modified parenchyma. And chlorenchyma means the types of permanent parenchyma tissue with chlorophyll. If the chlorophyll is present, that means it's capable of doing photosynthesis, then that is known as chlorenchyma. But in case of erenchyma, if that plants, erenchyma mainly found in aquatic plants. Example, you can give any kind of examples. Aquatic plants, you can give examples. For example, lotus. Lotus is the example of erenchyma. What is erenchyma? Erenchyma is a present in mainly in aquatic plants and has air vacuoles, air spaces which helps them to buoyancy, in buoyant force. What is buoyancy? In physics we have read, right? In gravitation chapter, buoyancy is a type of phenomena which helps an object to float on a fluid. Here fluid is water. So this is parenchyma. Now let's moving on to the our cholenchyma part. Now cholenchyma means what? Cholenchyma is a supportive tissue. First of all, first point is it's a supportive tissue. It's a supportive tissue. Obviously, cholenchyma is supportive tissue. Next one is it helps in primary growth. Also in primary growth. And its corners are, means the cellulose walls, means cell walls. Corners are thickened, only corners. But in parenchyma, the cell wall is not thin, not thick, it is thin, thin. Cell wall equal to thin. But here only corners are thick, rest is thin in case of cholenchyma. But in case of sclerenchyma, not only corners, the cell wall is thick. In case of sclerenchyma, two types of cell walls are there. Two divisions, two walls of cell walls are there. But sclerenchyma is hard and stiff and rigid. So by the term of sclerenchyma, hard, rigid and stiff. So its function is was, and it is dead. So its function is provide support and mechanical support to a plant. So it is thick cell wall and provides mechanical support. So this was simple permanent tissue. Now moving on to the part of our complex permanent tissue. Now what is complex permanent tissue? Complex permanent tissue is divided into xylem and phloem, two types. Now xylem function is, xylem has four parts. What are those? Xylem fibers, xylem parenchymas, xylem vessels, xylem trachees. And xylem helps in transportation of water and minerals. Remember this. Water and minerals, and mainly water is transported by trachees. Trachees transports H2O, means water. Now, but remember one thing, xylem transports unidirectional, means from the roots to the leaves, to kitchen of the plant. Leaves are also called kitchen of the plant. So it is unidirectional. Uni means one, bi means two, tri means three. Unidirectional transportation. But phloem doesn't transport unidirectional, it transports multidirectional. Why? Because it transports sugar to all parts of a plant and different sugar and different types of metabolic minerals, metabolic foods, which are components which are produced during photosynthesis as a byproduct parts of a plant. So this is the difference between xylem and phloem. Sugar, phloem transports food, xylem transports water, and it is multidirectional. It transports different types of metabolic components. So this was the difference between our xylem and phloem. These are two types of complex permanent tissue. So this was our video on plant tissue. So thank you very much. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care and stay happy.